Hi, everyone. Happy Friday. Thank you for joining us this morning. I am coming to you live from another beautiful spring morning here in Vancouver, British Columbia. Wherever you're joining from today, I hope you are having a wonderful Friday as well. I am looking forward today to sharing with you Mother's Day gifting options. So yes, my friends, it is that wonderful time of year in which we are going to be talking about celebrating moms, mamas, mothers, mother figures. This is something that I hope we are doing year round, but at this one special Sunday in May, we're going to make it extra special, talking about some of the gifting options that are available if you want to introduce your mom to natural wellness products. My name is Kristin. I am the National Educator here at Saje. It's my honor and privilege every time I have the opportunity to share new and well-loved products with you, which is what we are going to do today. So on that note, I'm going to start with a brand new product that we just launched yesterday. Some of you are going to know this product because it has been something that we've sort of introduced a couple of times over the last few years. And back again by popular demand is our Happy Place Duo. So Happy Place, this may ring a bell for some of you. This product collaboration was made in partnership with our friend Jillian Harris. And this is a duo that includes both a room spray and a diffuser blend, both under the Happy Place name, that are back, like I said, by popular demand for a very, very short period of time. So that's why I wanted to start with this product today, just to encourage you to run, don't walk, to your local store or to sage.com if you want to pick it up. So that again is the box. Let's have a look inside and talk about the two products that are included. So number one is we're going to start with the room spray. So this, like I mentioned, the Happy Place blend, there it is. This is a beautiful, beautiful blend, the same ingredients within both formulas, of a citrus meeting a floral. So I'm really excited. That's one of my most favorite combinations of scents. And what I love is just the brightness, the lightness, the really airiness that this formula brings to the space. So you have grapefruit, you have orange, you have neroli, and rose geranium. So in this first product format, the room spray, what I want to share is this is not only an air refresher, this can actually be used as a fabric and linen refresher as well. So you'd want to refrain from using this product directly on the skin or directly on the body. That's going to be because citrus oils can be a little bit sensitizing, but if you want to spray it directly to your fabric or your clothing, just to give you a little bit of a lift or a boost through the day, that's something you can do. You can also use this over your pillows, over your sheets, over your bedding, and then again, just as like a bright freshener in the air. So with the room sprays or the air sprays, what you always want to do is give them a good shake. So what that's going to do is just combine the water and essential oils, give you a nice sort of level distribution of both within the formula. And then I'm just going to show you what it looks like when we mist into the air. Just going to close my eyes, take a deep breath. My friends, I've shared in the most loving way that this product to me smells like an all-natural version of Fruit Loops. I close my eyes and I just think about that sweet and inviting sort of breakfast cereal scent, and that puts me in a happy place, if I'm being very honest. So again, that citrus and floral meeting together in a really sweet, boosting and freshening spray. And then the second product within this collection is the diffuser blend. So this is a product I believe is coming back for about the third time, and that speaks volumes to how popular this product has been. Again, the same notes, but I want to talk about two of them specifically. So I'm going to talk about neroli and rose geranium. Neroli in aromatherapy is what's known as a natural sedative, and it would be referred to as a nervine. What that means is it has a very powerful effect on our nervous system. So if you're experiencing any symptoms of stress, this can show up sometimes as racing thoughts, as tension, as just a little bit of overwhelm that can be both in physical manifestation as well as mental. Neroli can be very soothing and very balancing. Again, the other ingredient I want to talk about is rose geranium. So sometimes when people hear me say it, they're saying, are you saying rose or geranium? But I'm actually saying rose geranium. So it's an entirely separate plant, but what it does is marries the beautiful benefits of both the rose and the geranium. So if you're familiar with geranium, it's actually one of the more pungent flowers. It almost has a bit of a musky note. So it's what we would say is a little bit heady. And then you look at something like rose, and rose is sweet. It's a quintessential floral smell. And what you get here again is that sort of perfect partnership of the two. So rose geranium has a lot of the same properties and a lot of the same balancing elements. It's a great hormone balancer, meaning it's going to sort of show up a little bit differently for everyone, but it gives you again that perfect marriage of the rose and the geranium within the plant. So this formula is fantastic for diffusing in your home. Again, if you're feeling a little bit stressed, if you're looking to unwind or just give yourself like a little bit of a calm sort of oasis. So I think the name Happy Place is entirely apt. Again, available only as a limited edition duo. So the products are not being sold separately. They come again in this one beautiful little box here, and that's available both on sage.com as well as in local stores. A little birdie did share with me this morning that a couple of our local stores have already sold through their allotments, so make sure that you do check out our website because I know for certain that it's available. So that's our first product, the Happy Place Duo. Next, I'm going to talk about 4 different products today that come to us from our core collection. Great ideas and sort of suggestions or recommendations to get you started on your journey to shopping for mom. The first one is called Hair Repair. So this is a product that has been part of our collection for a few years. I personally feel that it's not getting enough love, which is why we're going to share about it today, all its incredible benefits. And I think for those of you who just don't even know that we have a product like this in our collection, we're going to bring a little bit more visibility to it. So right on the front of the bottle, it says coconut and argan treatment. But what I want to share is how much more is available within this small and mighty little bottle to support the hair. So you do have the coconut and the argan oil. You also have jojoba. You also have sunflower oil, and you actually have pumpkin seed oil, which is really unique and not an ingredient we use really commonly in our products. The other side is actually the essential oils themselves, which are rosemary, peppermint, and spearmint. I'm going to talk about these sort of separately, almost like 2 separate functions to give you ideas about how you can use this product. So as a whole, I'd say in total, hair repair is created for damaged, dry hair, any hair that really is in need of repair. So something that's feeling a little bit depleted. This can just even be seasonal. A lot of times moving from winter to spring, people experiences differences in the way that their hair texture feels. So this is really a treatment product that is meant to restore and renew, just sort of bring some vitality, some shine back to the hair and just help it really return to its healthy state. So if you're thinking about using it as a repair treatment in that way, you have a couple of options. You can use it either on the hair dry, so that's almost something like a finishing product, and you can use it on the hair wet if you want to think about it more as a heat protectant. So if you come out of the bath or shower and you want to apply a few drops, this would be something you would do before you're going to blow dry or do any heat styling. And then if you want to use it as a finishing product, of course, you would just apply it to the hair dry. What I want to share for either of these application methods, so wet or dry, is that less is more, my friends. And I really can't stress this enough. We're talking about a maximum of 2 or 3 drops. So I identify as a person with very long hair, and even still, that is the amount that I'm using. That is because all of those precious carrier oils are so concentrated that you don't need to saturate your hair in order for them to be effective. So what you're going to do is just sort of apply a few drops to the hand. You always want to emulsify and give a little bit of heat, and then you're going to run it through the ends. So you always want to concentrate anything from the ears down. So that's if you have obviously longer hair. And then if not, just working through the ends of the hair. So I want to show you the applicator here. So I'm just going to open it and show you that it actually has this beautiful glass dropper here. So that's how you would drop into your hands. You don't want to drop directly to the hair because again, you just want to manage the amount that you have and then spread through as necessary. I mentioned I was going to talk about the essential oils because this is going to give you an entirely different usage option. So if you want to use this more as a scalp treatment, more as almost like a mask for the hair, in this case, you would apply more product and you would start actually at the scalp. So again, you could use that dropper to just sort of apply along the hairline, along the scalp, and then work through the length and through the ends of your hair. If you want to use it this way, you're definitely going to need to wash it out afterwards. So So a lot of our team members here at Saje, they're really big fans of using this product as a hair treatment. And what that means is you're going to apply more generously. You have a couple options here as well. You can either sleep in the product overnight. So you'd want to apply a shower cap or a head covering of some sort just to ensure you're going to protect from your pillows and your bedding. Or you also have the option of using heat. So for example, you would apply to the scalp, apply to the hair, and then again, some sort of hair covering and using a blow dryer at a very low or a medium heat. Heat often just activates product. So it's gonna allow it to penetrate more deeply into the hair shaft. And again, just give you that rich, sort of nourishing, really renewing feeling in the hair. If I use it this way, I know that for myself, I need a double shampoo the next day. So I'll often apply directly, again, like I mentioned, along the scalp, just working through to the ends and through the length of the hair, and then a double shampoo in the morning, heat style as necessary, and you're really going to notice an improvement. So I sort of laugh because, as I mentioned, I have very, very long hair. And if you can see up close there how little of this product I've used, it's because the truth of the matter is that's all that you need. So hair repair is a really great option if you're new to natural or you're looking to explore something for yourself or for your mom that you might not have had the opportunity to try yet. The next two products we're talking about are both coming to us from our Goddess line. So I'm going to show you first the Goddess Roll-On. This is actually one of the newer products in the collection. I believe we launched it at the beginning of 2020. So yeah, early last year. Goddess is a well-known, well-loved product line for us here at Saje. So it also includes a body lotion, a really popular diffuser blend. We have a bath salt soak, and then another product that we're going to talk about here today. So when I talk about the Goddess line, I always refer to it as precious florals. And what I mean by that is it's a combination of floral essential oils that are incredibly rich, incredibly ritzy, and a little bit of a luxury in aromatherapy. So you have rose, you have jasmine, neroli, and ylang ylang. These are all flowers that are known as powerful hormone balancers. So what that means is that a lot of times people's bodies receive them differently. So this formula, in my experience, creates a really unique sensory experience for each individual user because it's working with your body chemistry to really sort of emanate a scent and a warmth that works again with you uniquely. But when we talk about the formula at its base, it has so many wonderful properties and really beneficial aspects to both our physical and our emotional wellness. So let's start with an oil like rose. Rose is always referred to as the queen of flowers. There are many, many reasons for this. In aromatherapy specifically, rose is a labor of love. If you've watched any of my videos in the past, you may have heard me share that it takes about 60 full-size rose blooms, so you're not hearing me incorrectly, that's about 5 dozen roses, to produce one singular drop of rose essential oil. So when you think about harvesting the plant matter, actually getting it into distillation, it really does require so much time and effort, and that's the labor of love. Rose is known for its powerful ability to emotionally and spiritually heal. So moving through anything tough like grief or mourning, if you're just sort of in processing, if you're really working on your inner sort of structure, so everything from self-love to self-compassion to self-kindness, rose can be so supportive. Neroli we talked about at length, so again, a nervine, really supportive of your nervous system. Jasmine is a really another powerful essential oil. So this is quite different from rose. It's really on the other side of the scent spectrum in that it again has more of that heady sort of musky note. It's again very deeply sensual, personal. It can really impact the heart chakra and just sort of on a deeper level. So I think about the Goddess products as really being self-love and self-care. This product in particular, the roll-on, is a fantastic natural fragrance or an alternative when you're looking for a natural perfume. You really have countless options in terms of how you want to apply it. I love rolling a little bit behind the ears, along the sides of the neck. Some people enjoy the wrists, the elbow creases, anywhere that you create a little bit of heat naturally in the body that's going to allow that scent to rise. You can even just put a little touch right under your finger and onto the bottom of your nose. So if you just want to have that aroma with you through the day, apply as often as necessary. It's a very gentle formula, so it gives a lot of options, like I said, in terms of how you use. Smelling fresh, smelling fantastic. I was applying to my wrists all morning and just giving myself a little sniff just to get ready for this session. So that, my friends, is the Goddess Roll-On. The second product that we're going to talk about staying in the Goddess line is our Jute and Joy. So this is a very popular product in our body care category. Some of you are at home thinking, what the heck is a Jute and Joy? So I'm going to pull it out of its little case here and we're going to talk about it. So the Jute and Joys are soap-filled wash pads. So these are products that you're going to use in the bath or the shower. I'm going to talk about the material itself, the jute, and then I'm going to talk about how to use it all together. So here I'm going to put it just up close and personal so you can see what that looks like. Jute is a vegetal fiber, so it comes to us from a plant. What I love is that it has a very low environmental footprint. So jute, when you compare it even to something like cotton, for example, is a lot more environmentally sustainable in the sense that it requires less water to grow the plants as well as less land mass. So it's becoming more and more popular as a fabric, as a textile, and you see it sort of pop up in a couple of different areas. Here, the reason we're using it is it's so effective at not only holding the soap and helping to create this wash pad, but in providing a really gentle daily exfoliation to the body. So when you see it like this, when it's nice and dry, it has a little bit of a crispiness to it, almost like a little bit of a roughness. But once it's fully saturated with water, so again, as in the bath or shower, it becomes just soft enough to give you, like I said, that brisk, sort of vibrant feeling from exfoliation without tearing or pulling or ripping at the skin. It's not going to cause any irritation at all. It's actually just going to feel really rejuvenating and give you a bit of a stimulant. So if you look here on the back, you see this. It says here, it actually says the goddess name. This is what we would actually refer to as our little handle. So you just slip your hand up in here, and that's going to allow you to use this properly as a wash pad. So think of the same way you would use a sponge or a poof. I don't know, that's what I think, I call it the poof, but something like a loofah or a washcloth. You're just going to use this as a handle. You're going to, again, get it fully saturated with water, nice and soft, and then just begin to sort of buff and clean the body the way you would regularly. Inside is this beautiful natural soap. When I feel it, they feel to me like little squares or little rectangles. And this is 100% natural soap that's been created for us in the goddess scent. So you have that same beautiful and revitalizing scent that comes to us from citrus and flowers. And in this case, what it's going to do is just provide a really rich and frothy foaming experience to cleanse the body. When we make natural soap here at Sage, we make it absent of any of the known irritants commonly included in soap. So things like artificial fragrance, SLS or SLES, anything that can sometimes show up as irritating, drying, a little bit of stripping to the natural oils of the skin. Of course, our products are absent of those. So you're going to get a really nice deep cleanse. You're going to get, again, that invigorating exfoliation for the skin, but you know it's going to happen naturally. So the last piece I'll talk about is just actually this little guy here. So this is a hook. And what you can do is you can hang that in your shower just between uses to allow it to dry. The most important piece is that you don't just sort of toss it on the floor of your bathtub or your shower. That can allow it sometimes to collect mildew or bacteria, which we want to avoid. So just sort of hanging or leaving it upright between uses is the best way to store it. And depending on how often you use it, you're going to have about a 1 to 3 month lifespan for each of these. So that, my friends, is the Jute and Joy, again in the goddess scent. And then the last product we're going to talk about today, again, is brand new to these Facebook Live videos. I've never had the opportunity to introduce this before. This is our aromatherapy necklace. So this one here is actually called Presence. We offer 2 varieties of this necklace. This one is called Presence. We have another called Adore, but I'm going to show you and tell you everything about what's inside. So cute. The box says "You're my rock," which I love. And this is an aromatherapy pendant necklace. So it looks just like this. So it's got a beautiful sterling silver chain, and then I'm going to hold this up close so you can have a look at it there. This is a clear quartz pendant that acts a little bit like a locket to perform as a personal diffuser. So we'll talk about all the different aspects and how they work together. So starting just with the chain, I believe this is called a box chain, again, made from sterling silver and a really nice length. So you can have a good sort of long hang here. Let's talk next about the clear quartz. So in crystal healing, clear quartz is known as a master healer. So this is a master stone. What that means is that it's an energy amplifier. It really allows us to sort of emanate our thoughts, our intentions, and our wishes. And it has a really beautiful ability to sort of attract and cleanse and neutralize any sort of negativity in our energy field. So it's a beautiful stone. Again, I'll show you very up close the striations of the stone inside, and each one is unique. And then what we have here is actually a locket style. So there's a small clasp, and it flips up here at the top. I want to make sure you can have a look at that. And what we do is we include these tiny little blotter pads, and what you're to do is to add your favorite essential oil or diffuser blend onto the little pad, slip it right here into this locket piece, and then it becomes what we call a personal diffuser. So I'm going to just open it up and show you the little piece inside. I had it pre-prepped, so it's this tiny, tiny little blotter pad, but they're highly absorbent. So what you would do here is just drop onto the pad 2 to 3 drops of your favorite single note essential oils, so something like a peppermint or a grapefruit, as well as a diffuser blend you might love. Then you just flip up your clasp, drop it carefully inside, and then again, it just has this little clip, almost like a locket style. When you then put this onto the body, how it acts as a personal diffuser is using heat. So the warmth that naturally emanates from the body allows the scent to sort of travel upwards, and you can just enjoy that through the day. If you look really carefully on the sides here of the pendant piece, there are actually these small inserts, and that's going to allow the aroma to come through as well. So you also have the opportunity to just take a little sniff as needed when you're looking for a personal moment of wellness. So not only are these a beautiful jewelry piece, but they're a functional personal diffuser as well. Included within the kit are 2 other items I want to show you. This is a micro suede polishing bag, so a really great bag to just polish your chain as well as the top of the pendant, and even just give a little bit of a cleanse to your crystal. And then lastly is this small little envelope included inside, and this has 5 of your blotter pads. So the blotter pads are reusable for a really long period of time. The only reason you'll really need to change them over is if you're changing the actual scent. So we would recommend, for example, keeping one that you would use for your peppermint, one you would use for your rose, or something of that nature, and they are able to be purchased separately as well. So these are the things that you'll find included within the box. What I want to mention about all of the items we've talked about today, with the exception of the Happy Place Duo, is these are included as part of our Mother's Day promotion. So we have a really special section of products, both in our stores and online, that are available for purchase as 3 or more and 25% off. So there's a really great selection of products included, everything from body care, personal care, diffuser blends. Make sure you have a peek, like I said, if you're shopping this weekend or if you're shopping with us online. And that will include everything we talked about today with the exception of Happy Place. So my friends, those are all the products that I have for us today. I hope those have given you some suggestions, some recommendations or ideas as you start to think about shopping for mom. As always, if you have any questions, any comments, any feedback, hop on over to the comment section. I'd be happy to chat with you there. In terms of what is up and coming, just keep your eyes peeled on our social channels. So our Instagram, our Facebook, we always announce what's up and coming, and we will have some fun sessions for the month of May. On that note, I wish you all a wonderful weekend. I hope you have the opportunity to connect with loved ones, whether it's friends or family. A little bit of social distanced connection outside is very, very good for the soul. Have a great weekend, everyone. We will see you back here again soon. Take care.